The North Atlantic? For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of its dark, unforgiving depths. They speak of rogue waves that swallow ships whole, of ghostly apparitions on foggy nights, and of something else, something ancient and vast, slumbering in the abyss. They called it the Leviathan, the world serpent, the great terror of the sea. Most dismiss these as mere legends, the ramblings of lonely men driven mad by the endless ocean. But legends, as we know, often have a grain of truth. And today, that truth is about to surface. The air grows heavy, thick with an electric charge you can almost taste. The waves, once just choppy, now thrash with a furious, unnatural rhythm. It's not the wind. It's not a storm. It's a pulse, a heartbeat from below, echoing up from the crushing blackness of the midnight zone. The ocean itself seems to hold its breath. Seabirds that were once circling now flee in a panicked frenzy, screeching warnings that go unheeded. The surface of the water begins to boil, not from heat, but from a colossal displacement of water. A vortex forms, a swirling maw in the sea, drawing the waves into its center. This isn't a maelstrom born of weather, it's the herald of an awakening. Slowly, agonizingly slowly, a shape begins to ascend from the depths. It's not a submarine, not a whale. It's too large, too organic. The first thing to break the churning foam isn't a fin or a sail, but a spire of what looks like obsidian, slick with brine and ancient sea life. Then another and another, like the crown of some submerged monarch. These are the horns, the jagged crest of a creature beyond human comprehension. The water cascades off its form in thunderous waterfalls, revealing a hide of interlocking scales, each the size of a shield. They shimmer with an impossible spectrum of color, from the deepest emerald green to the black of volcanic glass, iridescent even under the gloomy, storm-laden sky. Then an eye opens. It's a molten gold, larger than a car, with a vertical reptilian pupil that contracts as it adjusts to the dim light of the surface world, the first time in millennia. This eye doesn't just see, it perceives. It holds a chilling primordial intelligence, an awareness that has witnessed the birth and death of continents. It swivels, taking in the world it has been absent from for so long. There is no malice in its gaze, no sinful hunger. There's only a profound ancient power, a consciousness that operates on a geological timescale. We are but mayflies in its long, unending day. A sound rumbles from deep within its chest, a vibration that travels through the water and into the very air, making your teeth ache. It's the sound of shifting tectonic plates, of mountains being born. A colossal limb, armored in the same dark scales, rises from the sea. Its claws, each a scythe of polished onyx, grip the surface of the water as if it were solid ground. The sheer pressure creating deep dimples in the ocean. The power in that single appendage is terrifying, capable of tearing warships apart like they were made of paper. The creature continues its ascent, revealing a long serpentine neck, thicker than a redwood tree, covered in barnacles the size of dinner plates. The sheer scale is impossible to process. It's not just a creature. It's a living island, a mobile piece of the planet's own primordial history. With a final, earth-shattering heave, it is free. The sea dragon breaches the surface in its entirety, a cataclysm of flesh and fury. The roar it unleashes is not a sound you hear with your ears, but one you feel in your soul. It's a deafening guttural bellow that rips through the sky, shattering the clouds and sending shockwaves for miles. The ocean explodes outwards, waves the size of skyscrapers crashing against an unseen shore. For a moment, it hangs there, a monument of impossible biology against the bruised purple sky. And then the wings, tucked against its massive flanks, they begin to unfurl. They are not feathery appendages, but vast, leathery membranes, like the wings of a bat magnified 1,000 times. They stretch and stretch, wider than any aircraft, their sinewy structures strong enough to catch the storm winds. The sound they make as they snap open is like titanic sails catching a hurricane. With a single monumental downbeat, they strike the air. The resulting gust of wind is a gale force in itself, flattening airy chaotic waves. The dragon lifts from the sea, tons of water sluicing from its titanic body in a deluge. It rises, casting an immense, eclipse-like shadow over the turbulent sea it once called home. It hangs in the air for a moment, a silhouette of myth and terror against the stormy horizon. It gives one last look at the ocean below, not with fondness, but with the dispassionate gaze of a being moving on. Then, with another powerful wing stroke, it turns and flies, not away from the storm, but directly into it. It disappears into the dark, swirling clouds, its guttural cry echoing back one last time before it is swallowed by the tempest. The Atlantic is left scarred, boiling, and forever changed. The legends were true. And the world is now, once again, a much larger and much more frightening place. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you're fascinated by the myths and monsters that lurk in the unexplored corners of our world, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We have so much more to uncover. Until next time, keep looking to the horizon. You never know what might be looking back.